Good morning. Yeah, it's still morning. I made it. I made it. How are y'all this morning? So, the name of this video, Why Feminine Women Cannot Build with Men, is the title. And so I'm going to wait for a few of you guys to arrive. Y'all say hi in the comments. And I'm going to be going into why it is hard for feminine women to build with men. We don't build with men, darling. They build for us. That's number one. Write this down. Get your pen. Get your level up pen. If you have your level up journal, get that. If you don't have it, you need to go to levelupcosmetics.us and get your level up journaling kit. It comes with 2 stationaries and a journal and a pen. Okay. So, rule number 1, why feminine women cannot date men who want them to build. They will never respect you. We will never respect a man who asks us to build. Okay, so plus, if you're feminine, you're not going to want to be doing the same work as someone who's masculine. And you'll just put on more of your feminine charm and attract someone more masculine who doesn't need help building anything. Okay, and this is a problem. A lot of men these days are looking for help, not a woman to provide for and care for. They're looking for a helper or a partner or someone who can't find a man who is willing to work to keep a man. And I don't mean in ways like, keeping themselves up and looking nice and being feminine or whatever. I'm talking about literally working and bringing home paychecks to pay. Okay, now if that's the situation you're in, you got tricked because you were raised that way. It's not your fault. So don't be mad at me. It's not your fault. It's whoever taught you and whoever taught them and so on and so forth that was correct. It's not correct, especially if you are not feeling this, working every day and bringing your check home and paying half the bills while you're living with a man. That's not correct. Speaking of that, y'all need to go ahead and get this book, I Bring Nothing to the Table, which will give you ways to explain to whoever may ask this stupid question, and this gives you a way to explain why you don't bring anything to the table. There's question and answers in here and everything. So that is linked in the description bar below, all my books and things like that. Or you can find it on Amazon, baby. All right. So, yes, you can find that at Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and link that book as well so y'all can have that. Sorry about the typing noise. So oh my goodness. Here we go. Got it. So when I used to hear people tell me about their issues, and they would ask me, what do I say when men ask, what do I bring to the table? That's what prompted me to write that book. All right, there it goes. Sorry, y'all. All right. That's what prompted me to write that book, because a lot of women don't have an answer, or they start rattling off all their credentials like they're on a job interview. You're not on a job interview, baby. This man, whoever he is not supposed to be asking you what you're bringing. They're supposed to be bringing you things in order for you to stay. Okay, so you can't start rattling off answers. If you rattle off any answer, give him my latest answer. I don't bring nothing to the table but the same thing Jesus did. other men to do the job that you can't finish doing because you out here asking me for help. All right. So, no. Okay. Now, they want to get religious, talking about this, and that. Bring that up. All right. So anyway, another reason why a feminine woman cannot help a man build is because they won't be feminine anymore. Their masculine energy is going to start to rise and become more dominant if they are doing the work that the man is supposed to be doing. Uh-oh, Miss Mama Sprinkle Sprinkle. You said, can you interview me? I don't do no more interviews, baby. Sprinkle Sprinkle, but I appreciate your donation, but I do not do interviews. for many reasons. Anything you need to know is on all my videos. Just watch them and write down the answer. All right. The next reason why you cannot build with a man and stay feminine is because you're going to be too tired. He's supposed to be providing and taking care of you, but you out there providing and taking care of him. To me, it seems like a shortcut for the man to get to where he wants to go faster as far as financial, home, cars, vacations, and savings if he has you pitching in. You know what I'm saying? And that's not fair. Because you know how sometimes they get that and they feel like they earn that all by themselves, and other women who see them, who are not you, may feel like, oh, look how much money he has. Look at the nice car he can afford. Look at the nice home he has. When they have no idea that Barbara the Builder is out there paying half. So it's a front, first of all, to other women and to other people. And second of all, it's almost like you're being seen as, oh, you have a nice house and a nice car, da, da, da. But you still have to go to work. Why can't you come to brunch with us? Why can't you go to lunch with us? Why can't you, go shopping with us? Because you're too busy building that man who is probably taking some other woman to lunch right now. Okay? So, you don't build with men, period. If they ask you to build, tell them, I don't do construction. I don't do construction, baby. My nails, whatever. But do not build with men. Just say next. Sorry, next. I can't. Is how your standards are, and you can't lower them for anybody. I promised myself I would never lower my standards for anyone else again. I'm so sorry. And then that's it. You have nothing else to explain. It's not them as a person. It's not their personality. It's not anything to do with how good of a person that they are. It's just that that's something that you do not do, period. Just like some men do not date women with kids, just like some men do not date certain types of women, they are allowed to have their standards, and so are ladies. Women are allowed to have the standards that they choose and put out there, and one of them is building with a grown man. Okay? So we don't build, baby. Y'all go ahead and build, and you know that saying, if you build it, they will come. It's true. So when you finish building, when you put in that little ribbon at the ribbon ceremony, invite us. We'll put on our pretty dress. We'll be right there, okay? But we ain't gonna put in none of that extra stuff unless our name is on the building and on all the contracts. And you just a business partner and nothing romantic, okay? We can't. Because if you do, what are they going to do? They're going to see you as a strong woman who can build, who can work hard. They're going to just see you as a man. Now, it's true, women are strong and they can work hard, but at the same time, they're sacrificing their femininity to do so. And then when a man sees another woman that's very much in her feminine, and she's not all tired and worn out and bossy because she's so busy trying to keep stuff in order, plus do whatever she has to do at home, it's a whole different story. So if you want that type of wife or that type of woman, then you need to provide and don't look at her when the bills come in. Okay. Look straight past her and pay them bills. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Miss Mona. Just watch the videos, Miss Mona. Appreciate your donation, but at the same time, you just gotta watch. You gotta watch the videos on the YouTube channel. The old videos, just get your popcorn and get your drink and just sit in the bed all weekend and watch all them videos. The lifestyle is what you make it. Your standards create your lifestyle. Your decisions make your lifestyle. That's it. And we don't fall for the okie doke no more. This is America. We American women. Y'all know what American women do. There you got a song about us. American woman, get away from me. Then stop chasing us. Stop coming on to us then. I have to say that, America has like this extreme excess and materialistic vibe, and this and that. It's because a lot of it's because of women. The women push the men to do more in order to get what they are trying to get out the woman. I mean, a lot of men, especially companies and businesses, they advertise to women because they know women are going to spend money and get men to spend money on them. So they get the woman's money, and the men's money who are going to spend on the women. Women are always going to set the trend. Women are always going to set the standard, let's say. And if everyone starts using this standard, then there'll be more feminine women that are being provided for. Okay. And if you don't think that you're able to get a provider, then maybe your definition of and your aesthetic of whatever man you're trying to get, maybe you gotta change some stuff here and there. Okay. In order to get that. Now, some women just want a beautiful man who's going to look good on their arm. They might want you to bring something to the table. Okay. Some women just want a man who's going to be faithful, and they'll work hard and put in that bill money at the same time as the men are, as long as you stay faithful. Good for you. But at the same time, some women want a different lifestyle, and they don't want to go to work, and they don't want to listen to no boss, and they want to do their own thing. They may even want to start their own business or their own whatever. They may want to read books all day. They may want to go get their nails and hair done or go shop all day. It doesn't matter. They may be able to make money, but they don't have to give it away or pay bills. But at the same time, they don't have to go out and work and come home to a grown man and take care of kids if they got kids. All right. So that's the mindset. That's the lifestyle. If you put your mind to it, you can have it. I promise you. All you gotta do is turn away all those type of men who want to build. Once you get rid of that, once you stop attracting that, what you truly want is going to start coming to you. Okay, what you truly think that you need and want is going to start appearing. Once you stop looking for men for the wrong reasons, or for the reasons that are not being provided for, then you definitely will start attracting them. Okay, that's why tonight, for those of you who are on the Patreon, we are watching The Secret Dare to Dream. If you haven't seen it, it is on I think Amazon Prime or Netflix. I think it's on Amazon Prime. So we're all going to be watching that tonight. So make sure y'all sign up for tier 2 and up. That way we are able to all watch together. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Central, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. We're all going to be watching. I'm going to have my earbuds in, and you're not going to be able to see the movie, But we are going to press play at the same time, and I'm going to be commenting, answering y'all's questions. Then we're going to talk about the movie after. So if y'all want to sign up for the Patreon and join, it's linked below in the description, and I'll also link it here in a second. Hold on, put that in there as well. That way you guys can sign up and be there just eat. I'm gonna have my popcorn. I don't know if I'm gonna be by myself or one of the kids are gonna join, but probably just me this time. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'm just, gonna be relaxing this evening, watching a nice movie with you guys. Okay, so as you can see, I allowed a lot of the as you can see, I allowed a lot of people to comment instead of just making it for the older subscribers. So welcome everyone. Comment whatever you must. It's fine. If you have something nice to say, I appreciate you. If you don't, at least you know how to type. I don't know. I don't get offended anymore, y'all. I already figured out that it's just people that have nothing else to do. So at least I'm doing so. Would you say keeping him chasing is the best way to stay married? To stay married, girl, best way to stay married is to make sure he can't afford to divorce you. That's the best way to stay married. Sprinkle. And to stay chasing gas. You got to wrap up all them funds, baby. All right. Get your name on a house, the deed, the everything else. Okay. Thank you. All right. So if y'all are on this channel, remember y'all on the SheRaSeven channel, the Level Up channel. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. So I was out and I was like at the beauty supply shop. And I remember a long time ago on this channel, there was somebody commenting about a shake and go wig. And I was laughing. I said, shake and go wig. And then I go and there's like this new brand and it's called Level Up Shake and Go Wig. And I remember saying that, oh my God, if I was going to have a wig company, it would be called the Level Up Shake and Go. And there it was. It was just hilarious. I even took a picture of it in my phone. And I was remembering whoever made that funny comment. Yeah, I remembered you today, and I was laughing in my head. Somebody that made a Level Up wig company, and it's a shake and go wig. This is not one of them, but I did look at a few. They were cute. Yay, my birthday's tomorrow. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all want to give me a little cash app, I'm gonna put it here. A lot of people have been asking me for my address and my P.O. box, and y'all know I don't do that. So there's my put $ SheRaSeven. Okay, all right, there you go. The SRS is capital. There you go. So Sid. Hold on, I gotta blow this. Sid. Okay, I don't want to butcher your name. Sidka, Sprinkle. You are in my Level Up group. We're also happy to keep making this content. Ladies need to hear it and need to be reminded as well. Sprinkle. Okay. Thank you, girl. Appreciate that. So the Level Up group, you have to contact. Just go in my my description and scroll all the way down, and the person that you need to contact is the last link detailer on Facebook. Okay, Sprinkle. Okay. Miss Mona Sprinkle. She say happy birthday. Appreciate you. Blue Lagoon, appreciate you too. Sprinkle. I'm just getting all this birthday love. I appreciate you guys. Happy early birthday. Level Up YouTube mentor. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate y'all so much. Y'all gonna make my day. Y'all gonna mess around and make my day. in a good way. So I know a lot of y'all are curious about this wig. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all. I got this at the beauty supply shop. So it's by Cloud9 Swiss Lace Wig. Premium fiber, I guess it means it's fake. What lace illusion hairline. So this is the wig that I have on. Do you like? They have the different colors. These are the different colors that it comes in. It has like this really good hairline. And so y'all got to go get it if y'all like it. This one is called the Really? But it's cute and you can part it pretty much anywhere on the top. So, and it's in your budget. It's not human hair. It's premium fiber. All right. I just felt like something different, you know. Uh-huh. Okay, so another reason why feminine women cannot build with men. Because there's going to always be some other dude. Uh-oh. Cash apps. Uh-oh, Flyer. Sprinkle. Oh, I remember Flyer Storm. How you been, girl? It's been a long time. Sprinkle. Thanks for my birthday donation. So there's always going to be another man who's going to offer to pay for stuff. Well, why are you with him? I'll buy you this. You don't have to work if you're with me. I'll buy you that. What do you want for your birthday? You know, there's always going to be somebody with more money who sees this woman, you know, look like she's struggling when she really not. And he's like, man, if you were mine or if you were my wife, you wouldn't work, or you would have your own business. You wouldn't be working at this company. Or you could do whatever you want, you know. And they may start listening. They may be like, oh, for real. So you gotta also remember that, and also like a lot of men know this, and so they become more jealous of their woman, especially if the woman starts, you know, having to work late or going on meetings or out of town for business, or if she's dressing up extra cute for work because she has a work husband, because you know most women do. They got a work husband. Y'all already know that. That's number one why men should strive to be providers, because all women have work husbands, especially if you cute. Tell them. Your work husband usually takes you to lunch, does all the dirty work you don't want to do, compliments you every day on how good you look, texts you funny memes, gets you coffee or whatever you want, snacks, always finds a reason to come find you. That's the cat, y'all. Always finds you and has a reason to talk to you or something like that. That's the work husband. Okay. So if you are someone who's working and going home to a grown man and contributing to the bills, you deserve a work husband, baby, because he allows you to stay feminine somewhat. Okay. I mean, it's not your fault you out there working like a man. You might as well remember that you're a woman sometimes. And people are going to be mad at me. Why are you telling women to have a work? They already do. I'm not telling them nothing. They already do. Ask any woman. They will tell you. Just like most of y'all got a work wife. Okay. So if you don't want your woman to have a work husband, keep her at home. Let her start her own business or work part-time whenever she feel like it or whatever. Or don't do nothing but, you know, but chill. But whatever. Y'all know who's at that. Her work husband could be her boss who makes more money than you. Okay, so don't ever forget that. Her work husband could be the boss. Then what you gonna look like to her when she comes home to you? She's gonna be disappointed. She's gonna be like, oh. When you ask for that bill money, she's gonna be disgusted in her stomach, because when she goes to work every day, she got that boss looking at her, who got that nice car, that money, who would never allow you or even make you work if you was his woman, and you almost could be his woman if you just wanted to. So, you know, that's going through the woman's mind as well. So the husband starts becoming less and less attractive and less masculine to his woman, because she's seeing all these other men doing what she wanted the husband to be doing in the first place. And now that she's out there working and got a work husband who makes more money than you, you're going to be mad. So men always say, work, pay your own bills. Okay. Well, I'm going out with my work husband. We're going on a work trip, and I'll see you when I get back from work, sir. How about that? All right, girl, find you a work husband and look cute every day. Level up and go to work looking cute. If you tired of working, level your way up some way somehow, baby. I don't even care. Um, because honestly, if I get another dusty comment from a dude and on some of my videos talking about pay your own bills, get a job. Oh, that's how we met. That's how we met our sugar daddies. Where you think we meeting these men's at, huh? Okay, shoot. I'll go work somewhere where a lot of rich men hang out, and then I won't be working for long. If that's your problem, ladies, because for me, if I work, I don't need a man. Sprung. If I gotta pay bills, I don't need a man. A grown man living with me. Period. Done. What you here for? Okay. What are you here for? I don't need a roommate, darling. I need a provider. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Firestorm. All right, so she says she want to think more like me sometimes when it comes to this type of stuff. Just you gotta set your standards and don't budge. That's all you gotta do. Somebody gonna budge. If you don't, somebody has to. Mhm. All right. Just don't accept what you don't want. If you don't want something, if you don't want to go 50-50 with some dude, then don't accept it. Be like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go 50-50. High standards and high self-esteem. That's right. And the reason why is because at any time, you can decide to think different. And once you decide to start thinking different, that's when your life changes for the better because you're thinking what you want now instead of what you don't want. If you don't want to go 50-50, start thinking about not having to work and having a guy provide for you or your husband provide for you or this and that. Start thinking about what you would be doing or what other options you would have with your free time and how much happier you could be and what other stuff that you could be doing if you weren't so busy working. Um, I know this is a hard thing to do, but even if you just start talking about it, if you're already in the situation and you a 50-50 woman and you don't want to be no more, sometimes you got to call a bluff. Okay. Sometimes you got to start talking downsizing. Okay. And if they're a real man, they will not downsize. They will find a way to make more money or they will be living in the lifestyle that they can afford. Okay. Now, this is gonna get a lot of men mad. If you are the woman and you go there and say, I'm tired of working, I want to be a housewife, I may start my own business in the future, but we need to downsize to your salary. And then he's going to see exactly the lifestyle he can afford, that he can provide for you, the status that he is really at, the way that he can only provide for his family, not both of you. So I do have other books, The Wisdom of SheRaSeven and Too Pretty to Pay Bills. They're on Amazon and they should be suggested if you find that other book that's in the description pinned. So I bring nothing to the table. They should be the same place on Amazon. Yes. So if you say, okay, I'm not working anymore, we're going to have to downsize to your salary, he ain't going to be happy with that. Why? Because he ain't happy with his own salary, which means he's not happy with himself, which means he needs to level up his finances and his way to make money because that is what he makes. And he can't afford a wife. He can't afford a woman on his salary and live the way he want to live. So it will show him Start looking at houses. You don't really have to do it. Just get the message across. Start looking at houses or apartments or wherever y'all live that his salary can afford versus y'all's salary, and see what y'all come up with. Tell him this is what you can afford as a husband, as a provider husband, and me as a housewife. This is how we will be living. I want to be a housewife. I'm tired of working. So I'm willing to downsize to your salary. Girl, that's going to make him either find a way to make more money, start a side hustle, or get mad and argue and talk about we supposed to be building together, or he'll actually do the downsizing and maybe, allow you to do what you do, but at the same time, it's gonna eat away at him that this is all he can afford. And eventually he's gonna start making more money, because as women, as feminine women, that's what we're supposed to do for men. We're supposed to allow them to reach their own potential, not for us to help them reach a false potential that they can't fully reach and still take the credit and respect for, So live on his means. You know how they say don't live above your means? Live on his means. Do not get a bigger house than he can afford. Do not allow him to drive a nicer car that he can't afford to pay for the house, the mortgage and all the utilities and that car. He shouldn't be driving that car if he can't afford to pay for all these house bills. Okay. Golden situation, solution, sprinkle. Welcome. So, thank you for coming a member. You too, Miss Mona, sprinkle. All right. So, if he can't afford to drive the car anymore and pay the mortgage and all the utilities and the insurance and all of these things, then that's not the lifestyle he lives. That's the lifestyle you allow him to live while you still out there working. And if his car is nicer than yours, you fell for the okie doke once again. So downsize to his salary and see what happens if y'all are already in that situation. Don't ever allow someone to say, look how we can live if you pitch in. No, I don't need you. I can go find somebody that already have that house and bleed my eyelashes at them, okay? Look how you can live on your salary. That means you probably can't even afford a woman like me. If I got to go to work every day and come home to the house and the car and the lifestyle that only your salary can provide, don't you think I'm going to be knowing I can do better? So before you get together as a man and a woman, make sure you got your own life together. Make sure you can provide. Don't try to find somebody to help you, climb financial and social status quick, because you can't do that on your own, because you don't have that drive and you don't think that you can reach your own potential. Because you can if you wanted to. And a lot of women feel that, oh, let me help him. And then they go help themselves with somebody else. Okay, sprinkle. I just want to thank you for the lifestyle mindset that I have now. Married your sugar daddy, because you gave so many women the secret sauce. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle. Well, congratulations. Because you know what? A lot of people and I don't like judging people or looking down on other people, but I see the different lifestyles that women who have standards have versus women that don't have the same type of level up standards that they should have. And the lifestyles are drastically different. The financial gap is drastically different from people with standards and no standards. And this is where it starts. This is where it starts. When somebody approaches you, talking all that trash talk, talking about we gonna build together, I'm gonna be with you, I want you to have my baby. This is what you give them. I bring nothing to the table. In fact, level up so hard that they wouldn't even dream to ask you some silly questions like that. A man only asks questions to the women who they know will even consider it or say yes. That means you need to take a look at yourself and say, why would the man have the audacity to ask me that? Go back to the drawing board. Level up so hard, those words can't come out his mouth. Or he won't even approach you because he already know the answer. You said, what do you do when a guy plays hard in a dating app? Pass him up because he's feminine, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'm not playing around in no games and no dating apps. If you a man, come find me. Okay? If you a man, make a date and not in no coffee shop. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for these little children and these little feminine men no more. It is 2022. If they want you, they will get you. They will find you. Okay? They will make an effort for you. You should say, look, you like my accent. Y'all know I'm from Texas, so it comes out. I'm sorry. Never chase a man. Young guys around your age love being chased. Yeah. If you have to chase a man, then you might as well be a sperm too, baby. Because the sperm chase the egg, right? Or the egg don't even move. It just sit there. The sperm is the one that gotta run. It don't, it doesn't play hard to get, or else it don't get got. Okay. It don't get got. Okay. You just missed. Act like that. Act like when people act like that, they feel like they're the prize. Like, okay, bye. I know my value, baby. I don't have time to be sitting over here playing hard to get with some dude. That's my job. Self accountability is necessary to level up. They say you're pompous, spoiled, and high maintenance. One boy had the nerve to say, I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll back up. What love is because I date older. Tell them that you rather know what love is than poverty, baby. You rather know what poverty is than love. Say you love yourself. You got enough love. Love is struggling at bill time, putting y'all 2 pennies together. Love is waking up early in the morning to go to work and greet your work husband while coming home to him disgusted every day. That ain't love. There's never going to be love. I ask anybody. See, we have to love ourselves enough to give ourselves the life that we want by having standards. Okay. If we have children, we're going to experience love. If we have family, we already know what love is. If we love ourselves, we already know what love is. Romantic love it's conditional anyway. So will you really know what love is if somebody got their hand out to you at bill time? That ain't love. If I ever still saw the opposite of love, that's it. Okay. Tell them that. I love you. Where's your half? Nope. I'd rather them say they love me and you ain't got to pay for nothing. That's love to me. If you date older and you're not going to be able to experience young love, think about this. You should have already been doing that when you were young anyway. How many boyfriends have you had through high school, through college, or through whatever your 20s? Did you find love then? With puppy love, right? There you go. Don't you want to go on trips, vacations? Don't you want a nice house to drive a nice car? Don't you want to love your life? Okay, then. I want to live my life. I want to wake up every day excited to see what I'm going to do, what I'm going to wear. I want to live the life that I have to have like the opportunity to go where I want. buy what I like. I want to love my life. I don't want to love someone in my life or that, and I hate everything else, like dragging myself to work or, giving you half the money at bill time because you can't provide like a real man should. I don't want that life. I want to love my life. So if it takes um, having higher standards, then that's what it takes. What do you do if a man can't take rejection? You hearing too many stories. Make him reject you, baby. Tell him a story he can't refuse to reject. Okay. Be like, my mama coming to live with me. Be like, us. Be like, I don't work. If I need you to pay all my bills. Tell him that. That's hit him with a bill. That'll get rid of him. You met this 42-year-old man in a sugar site. He owns many big franchises. How do I get him to get you an apartment? He wants a real relationship. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Talk about it. Talk about these really nice apartments. It's find out if he lives nearby somewhere, and then find some apartments that are close to where he lives, and be like, oh, and then like tell him how it'll be easier to date if you're living there. He could have a key, but then he's gonna have the keys changed later anyway. Um, just paint the picture. Paint him a good scenario, and you could come over for brunch or coffee or dinner, or you could take me out to dinner and because I can't cook, or I don't know what you would do. But paint a picture of how nice it would be and convenient it would be for you to have your own apartment close to where he lives, and how you feel unsafe where you live, and it's hard for you to sleep at night because like make up something like someone uh whatever in your apartment complex where you currently live, and you want to move and upgrade. And he should be fine with that. I mean, if he wants to seriously date you and he has money, you shouldn't be living how you don't want to live. Okay, that's the bare minimum. That's the automatic level up when you start dating a man with more money than you. He got to level up your lifestyle, or else why are you dating him? Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Stacy, when your mom was sick, you was able to take care of her because your husband pays the bills. This lifestyle goes past shopping and fun. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That is so true. Thank you for that. Thank you for adding that because that is the truth. Like sometimes your life will change, and since you don't have to go to work every day, or and you have money saved or money from some other source, and something happens, you're able to help. You're able to do the most because you're not struggling, and he ain't struggling. Oh, Miss Mona, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. That's another one, girl. Appreciate that. You just making it rain over here, ain't you? All right, I appreciate that. Have him pay the lease up front, not month to month. Okay. You said okay. So another reason why feminine women cannot build with men is because if they ever want to break up with a man, now sometimes like men always paint the picture that the man is going to break up with the woman. Sometimes the woman want to leave the man. If a woman wants to leave the man that she's built with, she's going to want to take about half or more. And another is like men are going to feel as if, dang, I'm left with barely anything because I didn't contribute enough. Because I only contributed the least of my potential. And so, and usually, it's a shock when the woman wants to leave and takes that whole lifestyle away. So you could be reduced to living in a 1-bedroom apartment versus a 4 or 5-bedroom house. That da, da, da. So men also have to think about that. Or if a woman gets mad at you and she refuses to pay bills, then if certain bills are in your name, that goes on your credit if you can't pay them. Okay. Because we all know women can hold grudges and women get mad easily. And if it hurts you financially not to pay a certain bill, they might do it just to get back at you. You know what I'm saying? So you also become too dependent on the woman for money. And when a man becomes desperate and too dependent on a woman for money, it is a turnoff to that woman. And she will no longer see you as masculine, period. She will no longer see you as successful, period. She will no longer see you as a masculine provider type because you're not. You're looking at her for money. Even though you're providing 50%, it's still the same effect as if you weren't providing at all. I'll repeat that. If you are only providing 50%, it is the same feeling of not even providing at all. So you go all the way or go home. You will never get any respect in your own house if your woman pays them bills. You will always get talked down to. You will always get that attitude. You will always be compared to her work husband or her boss or her ex-boyfriend who had more money than you or whoever. You will always be compared to them. And you will walk around wondering why she resents you, why you go to work hard every day and come home with your paycheck and and she still don't like you. Then you're going to blame it on her being this, and that. But really, it's because you are not a man and you can't provide 100% for your family. So that's where the problems start. It doesn't start with a woman's attitude. It doesn't start with this, and that. It starts with your paycheck and you trying to live above your means off a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money up, then get your woman. Don't let them pull the okie doke over y'all. Don't let them pull the sheep or the sheep wool over your eyes. Don't let them play the okie doke on you, ladies. Don't let them blame you for the job they're supposed to be doing 100%. Okay? Because you can you can have a roommate for 50-50 and don't have to sleep with them and go date up. Okay? So, no, men, I'm sorry. Go reach your potential and then come back. If you can't reach your potential, find some barber the builder who will help you and then go find your real woman. I don't know what to tell you, but 50-50 men don't get respect. Nowhere. They can try. No matter how hard you try, you will never get respect unless your woman look like who did it and why. And the only reason she respects you is because she knows she can't do no better. So stop looking at women who look like something and go find somebody who look like who did it and why, and maybe you'll get half the respect that you deserve. Okay? There you go. And then when you got to go out in public with who did it and why, act like that's your woman. Don't walk 3 steps in front of her like you don't know who she is. Carry the grocery bags for her. Because you know all the food that she probably just bought and go home and cook for you, you're going to be like, this is so good. Even though you probably didn't pay none of it. Treat that who did it and why woman with respect because she's the only one that's probably going to ever respect you anyway. Okay? I promise you, stop. These men need to stop blaming women and why men don't like women and why men stop doing this and stuff because y'all can't. That's why. Because you can't. If you could, you would. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And they want to put all the blame on women. No. When you get your money together, then try to date and see how different your experience is going to be. When you get your money up, try to get married, then see how different the experience will be. Okay, don't go in there half stepping and complaining. That's how it's supposed to be. If you're not doing if you're not doing the full job that you're supposed to be doing, if you had a career, you're gonna get fired, or you're gonna go home and complain about how your boss is disrespectful to you every day, doesn't appreciate you, because they don't, because you're not reaching your potential. You only half stepping. All right. So there you go. And if you don't realize this, men, you will realize it when it's too late. And women been trying to tell y'all. Y'all think women are just this materialistic type of, being. No, we know that what we respect, why we respect it. And if you get with us and don't meet our standards, you won't get the respect that you think you looking for because you won't ever have it. So we telling you straight facts. Don't. Hmm. You said you're happy to send me. I don't do interviews, baby. Miss Mona, I appreciate all the money that you have showered me with. It is my birthday tomorrow. I appreciate you, but I do not do interviews. Respect my standards. Thank you. Appreciate you. I don't do interviews. Okay. If I do an interview, I'll interview myself, baby. But I don't do interviews. How are you? I'm great. Okay, read my books, watch the videos. That's all the information you will ever need. I'm sorry. Right. You can't buy an interview because they're not for sale. All right. um, but I appreciate you, and it does flatter me that you would like to interview me, but I just don't do interviews. It's not your fault in no way that you do anything wrong. I don't do interviews. These men say if a woman goes right, she's wrong, and if she goes left, she's wrong. Forward and backwards, still wrong. Girl, they say a lot of stuff, don't they? Oh, thank you, Ebony Sprinkle Sprinkle, Ebony Lotus Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate you. Okay, appreciate you, Miss Mona. Sorry about that. I just don't do interviews. Okay. You the only. Well, you said the other Pisces are manipulators and emotional. Well, I mean, those are those are the talents, yes, but to not to not really care is, that's the standards. Gotta have standards. So, okay, another reason why feminine women should never ever build with a man is because if she's feminine, if she was raised feminine, most likely her mom has a provider husband, or if not, her friends do. Her circle of friends do, because they're not out there, doing what a man's supposed to be doing. And so she's going to start comparing her life with, people she hangs out with or her friends' life. And it's going to make her question why she's with you all the time. And when family members or friend circles don't accept your husband or your boyfriend as a serious contender, they're always constantly trying to introduce you to new men with more money. Okay. So if you have a boyfriend or a living boyfriend or a husband, your circle is gonna, if they're feminine and leveled up, they're always gonna be trying to introduce you to men with more money anyway, or you're gonna be, in the environment with those type of people anyway. So you're going to see, and you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, I bet he doesn't ask for the money at bill time. That's all you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. And gradually that can lower your self-esteem as a woman gradually over time when you're watching everybody else, live a certain type of lifestyle. And it's going to gradually eat away at you over time. So you're going to have to change that. And a lot of people are upset when they, find my channel and they realize this is the life that they're living. Then they start to analyze every little piece of it and then they get mad. But that's not the point of the channel. The channel means for you to find ways to level up your looks, your mental, and how to change what you don't like and set new standards in your life. Because a lot of women were 50-50 with their husbands here and they gradually became not 50-50. After a while. They started giving their bills to their husband and making excuses why they should stay home and, losing their jobs on purpose. Letting the husband figure out how to make more money to keep the lifestyle that you are helping him afford, you know. So you have to gradually, don't have to change overnight. You gradually give them one bill that they didn't pay before. You start taking down the cable. If it's too expensive, let's take off cable then. You know, let's just have Netflix. We don't need that. Downsize. Start downsizing stuff. Start buying less groceries. You know how to downsize, girls. Just why are you doing this? Because you need to be a provider. I'm not working anymore. So this is the lifestyle we're gonna live on your salary. Then if they're a real man, they will make more money. Okay? Mhm. And usually they will thank you later, ladies. They will be like, thank you so much because I didn't know I had this in me. I didn't know I could reach this potential. I didn't know I could earn this much money. I didn't know that I had, could start a business of my own and make this much money. They will, and then they will see you as the reason. If I had never met her and she didn't make me do this, then I wouldn't be where I am today. And that's so true. So, mhm. And if you think about it, if you don't pay any of the bills, a man can't say, "Well, I'm gonna take a day off today," or "I'm gonna take some time to find myself and find a new job because I don't like my boss." Oh, and you'll pay the whole rent this month, and next month I got you. No, it will be none of that. It will be I gotta do this, or that's it. There's no other options. You can't. They can't depend on you. So they have to be a man, get up and go do what they gotta do. They gotta do that. There's no options. So that's what they have to do. And once they do that, they'll start figuring out easier ways to make money, faster ways to make money. Uh, because, when you're put in certain circumstances, that's how you found your way out. hmm Where you get a man like that? You get that type of man by not entertaining the other types of men. You don't even bother talking to them other types of men. Don't even go to the places where 50-50 men or broke men linger. Don't go there to meet men. And that's another one of the issues that a lot of these women have. Y'all go to the places where broke men hang out and end up with them. Stop doing that. Okay. I know everybody likes the club and the bars and the area of town where everybody know each other and live. But if that's not where you want to live, work, and raise your kids, then go elsewhere and date. Go elsewhere and hang out. Go elsewhere and be single to mingle. Get up out of where your comfort zone is or where everybody know everybody or on the same level of income and finance. Get out of there. As a teenager and as a young 20 something, that's fine. But when you start to try to plan out your life and how you want to live and where you want your house at and stuff like that, that's where you got to go. You got to get out of where you don't want to be and get to where you do want to be, because chances are people frequent the areas that they either live in, work near, or can afford. So go. All right. All right. Women looking for love never win. Look to love your life. Okay. Look to love your life. Because let me ask you a question. Who, if you find true love or whatever, and something happened to them, then what? You didn't look for no money. Now they gone. Now what you got? Look to love yourself and your life. Anyone else is an added bonus. What are we supposed to do when they ask us what do we do for a living? Well, whatever you do, it doesn't have to like for a living. Like, what do you do for a living? I don't know what you do for a living, but you don't have to answer that. You can just say, I work in, and then name the field that you work in, you know, or I want to start my own business one day and I'm working on ideas right now. That tells them basically nothing. If they're more interested in your career than you, they don't want you, baby. Okay. If they ask you more questions about your career than they ask you about yourself, next. As long as either they're trying to find out if I mean if you look real good, they're trying to find out if you're a stripper. If once they figure out you're not, then I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay. What do you think about marrying a man for a while until we find better? Not a relationship until we find better, but um, I mean, I don't feel like if you marry somebody until you find better. I feel like if you marry someone and you have a good reason to leave, and that other person can do exactly what this other person can do for you, then great. And if they're willing to do that, then great. If that's what you want to do. Men do it all the time, so it doesn't matter. Would a man be with a stripper? Why is it shame? It's not. I think men ask so many questions to find out if you are a stripper when they ask about your career, if you look good. They want to make sure that you ain't out on a pole. And if they take you to dinner with a friend, they might not have tipped you before. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with being a stripper. But some men ask for certain reasons. They navigate differently after they find out yes or no. And that's just the truth. I mean, there's no shaming in doing anything. I'm just saying they may have different plans for you if you need to be more discreet. Mm, okay. I'm sure many men have had that problem dating strippers. They go try to take you out and pull a pretty woman, and you got to go eat dinner with some friends, colleagues, or family members. And one of them dudes remember you from the pole. Then they got some splaining to do. Okay. So perhaps they want to avoid those situations or navigate differently. Okay. You said, would a man be with a stripper or take her seriously? I don't know. I'm if he talks to her and gets her off the pole and maybe she can start a business, perhaps. But if she's not trying to level her life up in other ways, probably not. You know. If a man says ask what field you are working in is a red flag. He offered to take me in trips. Okay. If you just met someone, they trying to take you on a trip, they trying to show you off. Okay. So show off all the stuff you need taken care of before you can go out of town. Like your three dogs you gotta have boarded that you don't really have. Um, the days you're gonna miss at work you need to be compensated for. Okay. The airport parking you're probably gonna endure or the new luggage that you need because you have no luggage expense. Add up all the expenses. 'Cause if a man trying to take you out of town, he just need a beach buddy. Somebody his self can sit next to and look like he got something. Okay. So make sure you include all those expenses before you go out of town. Make sure they're paid for before you step foot on a plane. If you decide to go. I mean, that's not, and make sure it's somewhere you want to go. There you go. With a separate room. With a separate room, baby. Is there such thing as being too pretty? Because some guys say I'm too pretty or perfect. Yeah. There is a such thing as being too pretty because they feel like they'll never live up to your standards. You'll always have options and you can always do better than them. And if they make a mistake, they fear that you will. So it's kind of like a fear thing. They fear that you're too perfect for them and they'll never live up to your standards or can't afford you, of course. And they'll have to worry about you every day. Who's approaching you? If you're going to listen to what they're saying, who's in your inbox? Yeah, they feel they will never be enough. Hmm. Too pretty means you're too high risk for them. Exactly. And you're going to demand more of them that they're not willing to do. Like if you look good, already know you got to pay all that woman's bills, buy her whatever she want when she want it, take her somewhere every year, get her extravagant gifts on every holiday. Period. I mean, there's no way around it. So if you can't do that, then you're going to be like, well, you're too pretty and perfect, so I can't. It's not that you're too pretty and perfect. It's just that they're not going to be able to live up to what they think you deserve or will want. Um, hmm You said you want a man. Providers are easy to find, but a man who doesn't cheat. Ah, how can you vet for that? Each day is a new day with a different choice. So you can't say you're going to find a man who don't cheat because tomorrow he may cheat. Today he may not cheat. Yesterday he might not cheat. The day before that he might not have ever cheated. But maybe there's one day that his mind will change depending on the circumstances. So you can't say I want to find a man who don't cheat because he hasn't made that decision yet. Okay. Now, if you're talking about a man who is not in the habit of cheating or is a habitual cheater, that's different. But any man can be prompted to cheat at any time in their life, whether you be old or young. Okay. I've talked to a lot of women, and that a lot of times it's the man didn't start cheating until they was in their 40s and 50s. Okay. So imagine you marry somebody, you have kids together, raise your kids, you're about 45, 50, you know, finna go through the change, I don't know. Then all of a sudden your husband start coming home later, start smelling like cotton candy perfume because he out with some youngster, and you sitting at home drinking, your Metamucil, whatever, you know, and now he has a whole nother life. So you're not going to say you're going to find a man who doesn't cheat. You're going to find a man who doesn't habitually cheat until the opportunity is presenting itself or the reason presents itself. So just listen. A man can cheat on you in the bathroom with another man. Oh, goodness gracious. Sheila, how many times should you let them cheat before leaving? Honestly, if the cheating is mentally affecting you, then leave, baby. But if you getting your money and you ain't sleeping with them, and you got you a little side piece too, then keep getting your money, keep getting your bills paid, keep getting your side piece, and keep living your lifestyle. If you want to leave, then you go to the lawyer and get the papers. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's if it's mentally affecting you because you still want them, you ain't got nothing else, then do what you got to do. But this is all you see all these people that live these grand lifestyles and this, and that. You think everybody faithful? You think they're have this perfect life? No, you don't know what goes on behind those doors. They just look pulled together for the public, you know. But that's also how the rich stay rich. The wealthy stay wealthy. They let them do whatever they want as long as they're able to do what they want. But see, we were trained by society and by religion to say, oh, if you're unfaithful, you got to leave and break up your family and break up all the financials and drag your kids to this side of town and live below your means that you're used to living at because somebody cheated. And guess what? They still sleeping with the same person or a different person. Y'all both living less than y'all could be, and them kids are suffering. So guess what? Get your money or get another one. Either way, like I ain't leaving until I find your replacement. Okay? It's like you don't go take another job unless you got a higher paying one on standby. We separated and dated other people. He wants to pay my rent. I'm sure he do. And your utilities. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said sick society. It is, but that's how the rich stay rich and the broke get broke. Think about it. But the people that have the least money come from broken homes. The people with the most money come from homes that aren't broken. And when I say broken, I mean split up. Think about it. I mean, it's fine after you get your money, but don't leave with nothing. Okay, I don't care. Look, I would be cheating on myself if I left broke. I would cheating all them years uh, that I had to spend and endure with somebody only to leave broke. I'm not splitting up over no emotion. I would never split up over an emotion. Okay, that is not good logical thinking. That's why a lot of women be ending up where they at because they base their decisions on emotions. Hmm. The guy stood you up for your second date and now begs to go on dates with me, and I've been declining. Mhm. Good. Hmm. So, yeah, that's why you can't really build with a man because as soon as trouble arises, then y'all have that to deal with too. The dependency, throwing this in each other's face, the lack of respect. Hmm. How can you stop attracting youngster your mid late 20s and dress classy, hair, makeup, manners, but no older men are approaching you? Um, where do you hang out? Do you hang out where older men hang out? Where no youngsters can be found, where they can't afford. That's where you gotta go, baby. Older men hang out at different places. And they don't hang out late. If you're out late, they at home, baby. Hang out earlier, try happy hours or like after weekend afternoons. Older men tend to hang out earlier and not stay out late. And they tend to hang out locally where they live versus driving to the hottest club. Okay. Most of steakhouses and cigar bars. Um, you can find them at places that exactly like that, and also in different parks. Like I be walking around the park in the morning, and I see lots of men with money in their neighborhoods or just local stores around their neighborhoods. Just places where they have to go anyway. You bump right into them. Grocery store, and then in their neighborhoods. Okay. You said, can you help with ladies over 40? Look good, baby. Don't sit there and say over 40. Just look your best. Go out with a positive attitude. Hang around where men with money are going to be. Someone says go golfing. Yeah. You know, you're not trying to compete with any 20-year-olds. You're trying to attract where you are. Okay. So I think a lot of people misunderstand a lot. You're not trying to compete with anyone. If you're a beautiful 42-year-old and you're walking around, you're shopping, and some man spots you and he thinks you're pretty and he's gonna come talk to you. There's no competition there. Okay. Look your best when you go out, smile, be nice, and people will be attracted to you. Period. Okay. There is no competition if you're just being who you are, where you are at the moment. A lot of the reason why men tend to date younger women is because their attitude in life is more positive. They haven't gone through so much issues. They don't have the same type of rush on things. So if you seem happy, like you have all your life pulled together, and you feel and you look like you're interesting and not in a rush to get anywhere, or not just like humdrum, they're going to be more attracted to that because that's what they like. That's what youth basically is. Like, they haven't experienced life's trials and tribulations yet. That's why they're so happy go lucky and not optimistic. They haven't been through it. Well, some of them have, but they haven't been through it for years or decades. So it shows in their smile, it shows in their attitude. So you have to have a more positive attitude when you're out. How long should I wait to get money from a man I met online? Well, if you meet him in person, um, you know, he wants more. So definitely, you know, make sure that he knows what it is before it even gets started. Like, okay, well, just talk about the stuff that you don't like. Just talk about the stuff that you want. I really want to go somewhere this summer. I just, I wish I could afford to travel. Say stuff like that. That means I need some money. I wish I could get my car fixed. It's making this weird noise. That means throw some cash my way. Okay, y'all got to know how to speak without asking. If he's straight up ugly, just ask. Okay, that's how I expect it. Like, depending on their looks, depends on how you let them know that you need money. Okay, if they straight up ugly, just ask. They waiting on you to ask. Believe. If they're decent or whatever, mention things. Uh-oh, Miss Kendra, you can't keep a man. You lot of them expect you to give up the good on the first date, and when I say no, they either ghost me or get insulted. It is because I say no too much. No, that's because that's all they wanted, darling. So at least you had the first date. You got what you wanted. They didn't get what they wanted. You win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh, they spend their 30s and 40s making up for their 20s. Okay. So if you want to go more than just a first date, then you have to put more personality out there. You gotta put your personality in there. First date, they done spent money and they expect something else. That means they couldn't afford the date. Also, so date men with more money. If they have money and they want it still, then they weren't gonna see you after that anyway, girl. So either way, you win. You still win. You need to find someone who's genuinely interested in you. Hmm. Why many men? What with many men, it won't matter. That is just a filter. Move on. What do you say when they ask your age? Well, tell them the age you're comfortable with. I tell people my real age. I don't care. If they don't like it, oh well. If you lie about your age, that's to me that's an insecurity. Like you should be proud to be your age. You look good, okay? You look good for your age. Say your age. If you look bad, then lie. That's my best advice. If you look bad for your age, you better lie. Because that means you've been living too hard. Okay. Lie if that's what your problem is. And then that should be a reflection of how you take care of yourself and how much you've been doing and what you need to slow down or you need to get it together. If you have to lie about your age because you look bad for your age, that means you need to stop and go level up some more so you look good for your age. Somebody said drink water. hmm Because honestly, like you said, if you're pushing 40, men want kids too. Yeah, but if they're that age, they already know that. Oh, Tam Sprinkle Sprinkle, you're getting tired of him. He's too moody, and I know he talks to other girls, and I don't know what to do with him. He financially supports me though. Girl, talk to other men. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Like, why? This is my question. He all whatever he does, you allowed to do. Okay, done. Whatever he did, you can go try to do. If you're successful at it, wonderful. Just don't get caught. Be better at him than that. Okay, don't care. Like if he doing it, oh, that's your permission, and don't tell him. That way, it's funny at that point. It's like okay, you're gonna have fun. I'm gonna go have fun too, and you finna pay my bill. I'm having fun on. You have fun, girl. That's what you're there for, to enjoy your life. So go enjoy it. But I want to make him jealous like he makes me jealous. Girl, you don't make him jealous. That's why he's out with other women. You know it's gonna make him jealous when you stop caring and when he don't know where you at. And you lie, say you at your mama's house. Okay? Men get jealous when there's not enough information. You can't make him jealous. He ain't gonna be jealous of you, baby. Go find some another man that can be jealous of you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like honestly, if he already out there doing that, he's not gonna be jealous of you. I don't know why women do this. If if he wanted you to be jealous, if you want to make him jealous, level up to your fullest ability and go out without him. Oh, that's how you gonna make him jealous. You can't make him jealous right now because he already talking to other women. You said your girl lied to you and now she's lying on the street. Be wise, lady. Well, your mama lied to you too, probably several times, but that don't make her able to be lying on the street. So if she lying on the street until somebody else came and got her, and now she in a nicer house, most likely. Okay. They say another one man's trash is another man's treasure, baby. Just like your mama did. It's women's month too. Y'all should not be talking bad about women like that. It's so funny. Women are less likely to talk bad about men, but men are so quick to talk bad about women. Why? Because they're truly insecure. Because they already know they don't deserve the respect that we are uh, that they want from us. So, in order to disguise that, they have to talk really bad. But as soon as somebody say the same exact thing about their mother, oh, now they're offended. Well, it's a woman. Somebody slept with her. Somebody felt the same way. That's how you got here. So if you, like I said, if you wouldn't say that to your mother, don't say it to another woman. And then get offended when somebody says that about your mother. Okay? If she lied to you, there was a reason. Go figure out why she lied and fix yourself. Is it worth to have sex even if you don't know if he will marry you? If he's able to. Girl, if you want to, do it. If you don't, then don't. Like, it's your body, it's your world. Like, honestly, I'm not in any type of religion or culture that says wait till you marry. I do what I want when I want, and I'm still get what I want. Okay, that's how you got to think. Do what you want when you want. If you're in that culture or that religion or whatever, then you got to abide by the rules or lie. I don't know. I can't tell you because I don't live that way. I don't. I'm like, somebody gonna marry me and somebody gonna pay his bills. Period. That's just it. Sure. Should you be honest about your body count? You done kill some people, girl. No, you should never tell people if you got away with it. Shoot. Girl. That's all a body count is to me. Somebody you done murdered and got away with it. If you haven't murdered nobody, you don't have a body count, baby. You ain't killed nobody, you good. How about a bill count? Count these bills over here. See how many you can pay. That's what you need to be worried about, them bill count. Them bill counts, okay? It has like I said on my last, what does that have to do with the cost of tea in China? That's my issue. You said murder that box puts you out of commission, out of order. And okay, so then you have kids. What men think you done slept with 20 different men, 20 or 30 different men, and then gonna have a giant baby head this big coming out and only being with one man, that it makes a whole difference. No, if you done gave birth and something this big came out of you, but you only been with one man versus somebody who ain't give birth but been with 20 men, what's the difference? There is the one who been with more men probably gonna be still tighter than the woman that didn't have 5 kids and been with one man. So my body count could be one, but I could have a bunch of kids, or my body count could be 20 and I can have one kid or no kid. So what's your bank account count? What's your financial count? Where is your money? You don't get to ask about nobody body count unless I can see your bank account. Period. Where's your money? What type of question is that? If I can't ask how much you earn, what's in your savings? What's in your wallet? How dare a man ask a dumb, stupid question like that and hide his bank statement because he embarrassed. Done. Probably more than what's in your account, sir. Embarrassing like that. That you if you're a forward-thinking type of woman, your answer to what's your body count is, well, I'm sure it's higher than what's ever in your bank account. And then leave it at that. Take your power back and insult him at the same time and laugh. You said only low-class guys ask that. Exactly. If they're asking that question, there's never going to be another interaction anyway. Okay. I don't get how to be out of his league and him not being insecure. It's a big problem for me. The way to secure himself is to make sure you have everything you need. You know what I mean? Like, a man is insecure when they can't give you what you need. So if he has all the answers to your problem and you're happy with him, it lessens his insecurity. So for example, if you look good and you feel like he's insecure, ask him to do something for you. Ask him for something so he can deliver it, so he can feel secure. Every time he does something for you, his security builds within himself. So have a problem all the time. Can you open this jar? Can you buy me some new tires? Can you pick up something from the store? Always ask for stuff so he feels needed. This helps the security instead of being insecure all the time. Then he's gonna be like, well, where else is she gonna find somebody that do everything I do? Happily. So ask for everything, no matter what. Even if you don't need the makeup, give some gum. Bring back some gum. Bring back some candy. Okay. It's cold. Bring some firewood home. Something. Mm-hmm. Ask if even if you don't want anything materially, ask them a question. Could you find out this for me? Could you make a reservation for this place for me? Could you I emailed you something. Can you check it for me? Could you order this for me? Something, even if it's just a couple of dollars, they feel like, oh my God, um, no one else is going to do this for you. You're always going to think of me whenever you need something. You're going to know that men aren't going to do this for you. Only me. And so their security grows. Oh, Lady Muse, sprinkle, sprinkle. Any tips on how to protect your money before a wedding? Something that can't be accessed by him if we divorce, like trust fund. He's a big thank you. Help you discover your inner girl in heart. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Foundation. Start a foundation. And Lady Muse. Start a foundation and keep your money there. And you have to donate at least 20% of anything you earn during that year for your foundation to a charity. So there you go. I think you just have to fill out a form online and file it as a foundation to raise money for a charity. And all you got to do is throw a party and get some donations from people who attend, and then you're good. Okay. And your money will be protected in that foundation. Mm-hmm. And it'll give you an excuse to throw parties or events or travel or raise money for the charities. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You can just, collect funds for the animal shelter or whatever, charity that you choose to support. And all the money in there is for the foundation. You might say open a bank account under your mom's name if she's around. Mm-hmm. Either way, mm-hmm. How can you pay or donate to be able to send you a private? You can get on the Patreon and you can sign up for the highest tier. And that gives you a phone call if there's still spots available. I think there's a couple of spots available. It gives you a 15-minute phone call and a handwritten letter each month, as long as you stay signed up to the Patreon on the last tier. So let me link it. And of course, I have a message on there. You can message me. So just make sure you read the benefits and stuff that on each tier. And if you want the phone call tier, do the phone call tier. And you can also discontinue that at any time monthly or change the level back down to a lower level. Why does it take you a very long time to meet guys after a breakup? And I don't even get that emotional, but I don't know what I'm doing. Because you're not ready. Like, honestly, when you want to be in a relationship, you will go find one, baby. I promise you. You will just, it will magically just appear and you will find them. But you gotta want it. Like, do you want it? Do you believe a woman should live by herself for a bit? Um, if she wants to, but at the same time, I also believe she should have her own space. Like I have my own office. I have several offices, but I have my own space to express myself in and be alone in when I need to be alone. So I think that is important. So if you think that living by yourself will definitely get you that, then yes, do that. But if you don't live by yourself, have your own space. hmm Used to get paid for and taken on trips, but not anymore. Oh, well, go older. Uh-huh. You thought about that, but I was okay. Y'all talking to each other. Tips to travel with a man for the first time: separate rooms, spend all his money. He invited you. You're the guest of honor. Have a separate room. You are his arm candy. That's it. If he's not paying no bills, if he hasn't spent anything on you but a dang plane ticket, you owe him nothing. Okay? Get your money, get you your little souvenirs. And like I said earlier, get your money before you even leave out of town. With your fake dogs, you got a board with your days of work that you're gonna have to take off because you on out of town with him. You need to get that compensation too. Airport parking, new luggage fees because you got to go out and buy new luggage because you have none, even though you probably do. You need to get all that money before you even step on a plane. Like I said earlier, going out of town with some dude is not a privilege. You are arm candy. That's it. What you need is some money before and after and during the trip. And make sure it's somewhere you want to go. How to handle in-laws that hate you? Don't handle them. Don't care about them. Don't worry about them. They don't exist. Only worry about people that love you, baby. It- they're always around. Well, ignore them. That's what phones are for, darling. Don't y'all know how to make this work? Oh, I got a message. um, if they hate you, the more that you don't care, the madder they're going to be, and they'll stop because they see it has no effect on you. I don't care what people think of me, and I could care less. Look, you hate me, good for you. At least I don't hate you because I'm better. Okay, that's what I'd say. Look, at least I don't hate you. That means I'm better. Y'all got reasons to hate on me, baby. I ain't got no good reasons for me to hate you. It's like if I wasn't me, I would be hating on me too. Continue. You know, take your power. That's all you got to do. Remember, people only hate on you because they not you. What's the best way to not come off as desperate to a man? Thank you. Don't be desperate. Act like everything that they're offering you is not anything new, but be gracious and thankful for it if you do receive it. It's kind of like going to a fancy restaurant and not, oh, look at that. Oh, look how much this food is. It's kind of like that. It's like enjoying the ambiance, enjoying the relationship, but not overreacting as if you're desperate. Mention things. Oh, this sounds very delicious. Wow. Instead of, ooh, this sounds so good. I ain't never had this before. You know, it's how you present it. How you present yourself around them and how you speak. Okay, D Damsel Cole, sprinkle, sprinkle. Since I started listening to you and leveled up you lost 35 pounds since October and looking glam every day. You met a vice president of a bank. And last week, the president of the bank, both black men. Thank you. Uh-oh, you got the bank prez. Okay, go ahead, girl. Go sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money. Literally. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who's donating, though, by the way. Okay. He said he paid for everything. Okay. But he paid for everything. He said, you remember a long time ago, they were disrespecting. She were online, and she's still a beautiful lady to this day. Girl, they're going to disrespect everybody. People disrespect anybody these days. That don't change that. Y'all think fancy? And I'm still here. Look at fancy. Shira, would you speak if you ran into your ex? Depending on what my ex did. If he did something bad, now I'll probably pretend like I don't know who he is. Like I forgot who he was. But if the relationship ended nice or decent, I say, hey, what's up? What's going down? How you been? How you doing? How your mom doing? But if not, then I'm gonna ignore them and pretend I didn't see them. That wall unit behind you distracts from what, my beauty? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, it's either that or the cats are gonna play with the backdrop. And this morning, the maids were here, so I had to come upstairs in my office to film. I try to film downstairs in my parlor more or in my room, but now I'm in my office, so at least I'm here because I don't have to. But thank you for that observation. All right, the other room with the vanity was better. It looked more luxurious. Well, my whole house is luxurious, darling. This is not my luxurious room. This is my other room that I actually do my work in. Okay, y'all want to see the bathroom, the toilet area? Maybe I'll film on the toilet next time. Yeah, there you go. And then you'll appreciate this. What do you think about being ride or die for a man, even though he's wrong? If he's wrong, then he's wrong. If you ride or die for somebody, then great. For me, if I'm getting something out of it, if I'm getting paid, then great. But at the same time, as long as I'm living my best life and I'm happy and I'm good, I'm not a ride or die. If there's something behind that ride or die, like some life insurance papers and some deeds and stuff, then you might want to reconsider. Might want to reconsider that. If you ain't got no paperwork, then no. Okay. If there's no paperwork, no binds, no marriage, then be out, baby. You ride to get paid, okay? You said you want a life insurance and a paperwork. Love yourself and have money for your kids, grandkids, and their grandkids. Exactly. Yes, I feel that a lot of people, like, I don't know, like, I see a lot of people that live like this grand lifestyle, medium lifestyle, and a very bad, like, low poverty lifestyle. There you can, like, I live in Houston or near Houston, and there's different ranges, right? And like I said, you can tell who's building with a man, who ain't building for no man, and who's letting a man build for them by their level of comforts, how they look, how they walk, talk, speak, and act. Okay. Just pay close attention. Um, Usually women that build or provide for men are more masculine. They speak loud. They are short tempered. Um, they are less feminine looking. Okay. Um, they wear the pants in the family. And even if you are like a feminist woman and you wear the pants in your family, it don't show. Okay. But to those who are taking care of men, they become the mother. Like, that is their child. So they have to be the protector and the provider. So they develop this protective, invisible armor of masculinity almost. So you'll be able to tell the difference by how they walk, talk, and dress. Oh, Deidre Sprinkle, thank you for your guidance. You're helping so many young women have a better mindset, including yourself. You're a blessing. Oh, Sprinkle, girl. And this also affects how other people treat you. Okay. And a lot of times it affects how you're treated, how you're viewed, the offers you get, the opportunities you get, and all that. You said men don't want to date their mama unless they need somewhere to stay and somebody pay them bills. Okay, that's why you don't build with no man or you don't take care of no man because they just date their mama, baby. Okay. What if he pays bills but you want more like bags and stuff? Um, then put that on your Christmas list. Put that on your birthday list. Scale back so you can get it. Like, it's the same thing. Like, if you want a bag, okay, here's my thing. If you want a bag, just make it a bag. Don't make it a bunch of bags because to me, having a bag is not important if you don't have money in your wallet, if you can't spend the money that your bag is worth. If you can't spend the money that your bag is worth in one day, you don't need that bag. Period. That's just my take on it. If you just want a bag, a luxury gift, then get it from a man who can afford it or downsize something like get rid of your cable bill for 2 months so he can afford your bag and then hook your cable back up. I don't know. But I don't feel that if you can't, like, whatever bag you got on your arm, if you can't go out and spend it right now, you don't need that bag. That's fronting. Okay? Because, like, I've seen somebody with a nice bag get into a car that was 3 different colors. And their bag was probably real too. But at the same time, they can't afford that bag. They could have put that money towards a paint job. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want a bag and your man can't afford it, disconnect the cable for 3 months and you will have your bag. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Um, if you have, if he can afford it, if he has a savings and he want to buy you a bag, then let that be as a gift. But if your man can't afford to lavish you with bags and stuff, then you either need to level it up to a new man, or you need to downsize in them utilities, or you need to find somebody on the side that can buy you that bag, or just get a fake bag and pretend it's real. I don't know, girl. At the same time, I'm not finished. Go in debt over no bag. Okay. Leveling up is also thinking leveled up. Priorities. But if it's like a gift or something, you should be able to get at least one bag as a gift. said he wasn't ready for the 3 different color car. I know, right? It's like, girl, it's real, but your car is real colorful. Did you see who? Girl, I don't know who them people were. Y'all, if they not in my house or well known, I don't know who they are. Baby. He said your man pay for your real Porsche and your real fake Chanel and your real fake Gucci. Nobody gives anything about leather purses that will wear out in a year. Upgrade priority, boo. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, get your money. I prefer having a savings a lot. Girls get money, be broke, and want to spend on expensive bags before having anything else. I know. First, yeah, that's so true. First, I don't go nowhere for somebody to even look at my bag. I'm gonna go to the grocery store. You know, I don't need an expensive. I have nice bags, but I can buy them and I can spend that same money, or I have a fake bag that's not a big deal. And like, especially if you are my age, nobody cares if you carry Chanel at the grocery store, picking up your kids from school, going to the park. You don't need that. If you're out in the club hanging out and da 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 da, and you feeling yourself, you in your 20s and early 30s, and you want to look like you done got something, then that's fine. But make sure it's a gift that somebody can afford, or you can buy them used or whatever. I don't know. But at the same time, if you don't have a man that's going to just buy you that because you want it and you got to sacrifice, you're not in the lifestyle to even really afford that purse. It's kind of like, if it's not a gift, then it's weird. If you can't really afford it, then it's weird. If that purse is more than your rent and mortgage, it's weird. That's just my advice. That's just my advice. So, anyway, there ain't no way. hmm You prefer having a savings? Yeah, I agree. And a lot of these women around here, these housewives and these, taking care of women, they don't be buying the real stuff anyway. They right there on Alibaba Express, what's that one? .com, buying them fake stuff too. But they got them real cars, them real houses. They got them real rings that make the fake purses look real. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Rich people, a lot of rich people don't spend money like that. Not if they don't have to. The last man you dated told me I was bossy. Did you think that's a good thing? No. That he was trying to tell you nicely that you're masculine. hmm I'm bossy, but it's hard to be bossy to people that are very masculine. Like you can't, it won't even come out of you. If you're like, if a man is kind of feminine, your bossiness is going to show because it's natural. If you're around an ultra masculine man, you're like, the boss will not come out because you won't need to come out. Okay. They said the real is hood place to get handbags for cheap. Good place. Hit. I haven't shopped with them before. Okay, exactly. The only feminine men complain about being bossy. Okay, true. Okay, so true. Never try to be the boss if you can avoid it in a relationship. If you just are the boss naturally, make sure the man likes that, but make sure he's still paying the bill. hmm So exactly only, okay, yes. So anyway, I hope that y'all will join the Patreon so we can watch the movie tonight. And also, I hope y'all get my books. They're on Amazon. One is linked in the description. I mean, in the comments above. And all my good links, my Level Up Cosmetics store is also in the description bar. You can get y'all eyeshadow, lashes, lipsticks, blush. Let's see, blush, shadow. Oh shoot, lipstick. The color I'm wearing now is called Love Potion. And it is actually a matte lipstick, but I put gloss, clear gloss over it. But it's called Love Potion. It's really pretty pink. And yeah, there's other colors as well. You have darker, like really dark Love Potion, mauves. There's reds. Just type in lipstick, and all the lipsticks will come on my levelupcosmetics.us website. What am I doing for my birthday? I have no idea yet. Whatever I end up doing. I'm letting my kids and my husband plan it with some direction. So we'll see how that goes. I gave them a paper with everything I want done, and see if they can do it. There you go. How old are you? 28? Nope. All right. Thank y'all so much for all the donations. I really appreciate you guys. Sprinkle. And if y'all on the Patreon, I'm gonna see y'all this evening around 7 p.m. Central. We're gonna be watching a movie and having fun. Y'all get y'all's popcorn, y'all candy, fruit, organic treats, or whatever. If y'all are health nut, we're gonna be there and we're gonna have fun like we did last time. Actually, this will be our first movie night on this Patreon, but I had a movie night on my other Patreon and we had a good time. We watched Eve's Bayou. But on this Patreon, we're gonna be watching The Secret, Dare to Dream, and really kind of goes with this channel and my message and things like that. So we're gonna check that out. And I will see y'all soon. So happy birthday to me. If I don't see y'all before then, and I really appreciate all y'all's gifts and compliments. And I know some of y'all sent me some of my Amazon wish list items. So I want to thank you for that. And a lot of y'all have sent me cash apps. Thank y'all. I know one of my longtime subscribers sent me something this morning. His name start with an S. So thank you, Sprinkle. I don't know if you want to shout out his name. Cocoa Butter, Shannon, Papa. Oh wait, that's what I spent. Janice, Charlie, Sarah, Tiffany, April. Just a bunch of you guys have been sending me all these cash apps. I got a book that was on my wish list from Jamila, thank you, girl. I really wanted that book. And so I think I see a few items missing from my wish list, so I know they possibly are on the way. So I'm excited about that. So many people were asking me where they could send me a gift, so I just put my wish list up so that I can actually let you guys do that. Since you wanted to, I appreciate it. All this time, I thought you were a Virgo. For real, girl? Best wishes. Well, I got everything I already want. So I don't have to make any more birthday wishes. We love you so much. You're out here changing lives. Sprinkle. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm getting up there in the age, in the numbers, but I still feel young. You say you watched me since I was a teen and you're a Pisces as well? Okay. Well, thanks for being here. I think I started this channel, was I in my 20s or 30s? I can't even remember. Probably my 20s or early 30s. Goodness gracious. You said she would change the world. I could see my effects on the world in so many ways. It's so weird. But at the same time, I try not to be like, oh, I did. Well, sometimes I do to my kids. Like, "Ooh, I inspired that." But it's so funny though. It's so funny to see. And even though I don't have to take all the credit or, you know, be this big personality for it, I feel that as long as women are benefiting from it and their standards are higher, then in whole, the world is a better place, you know, um, for it. And I see a lot less of what I used to see back in the old days. I see a lot less what I used to see because of what I chose to do or the message that I chose to give. Mhm. Thank you. It's like now you barely see what maybe 7 years ago, 10 years ago, what you would hear out of women's mouths and how you would see them looking, walking down the street or in the stores is a lot different than what you see today. Because somebody had to say something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody had to say something. You said I started a whole feminine wave and created the whole new section of the internet. Well, that's good. It needed to be created. Um, do I have PayPal? Yeah, it's in my description link. Just go down where it says show more after the video, and it should be in there too. You're a completely different person than you were before finding your channel 3 years ago. Well, I am here to make sure that you live your best life up to your potential and to have the standards that you want instead of what you were given. A lot of, like I always say, like a lot of people just do what they were raised to do or what their mama did or what they think is correct or what some man told them or what some book told them. No, what do you want? Did anybody ever stop to ask you what you want? And when you say it and you make it your standard, then your life changes. And that's it. All right. I'll see y'all later. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. And thank y'all for the birthday gifts. What do I think about women who don't want children? Um, I think it's a personal choice. I don't know what I'd be doing without my kids, but I know I'd be doing something fun still. I mean, either way, I'm gonna have fun. So either way, you're gonna have the life that you want. Okay. But I always say, think of the future. Secure your future because a lot of you got family members that will help you take care of you when you get old. Well, if you don't have to worry about that, then do what you want because some people's kids won't even take care of them when they're old anyway. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you have everything in place and then feel good about your decision and then live the life that you want. You said, do you think it'll find if you find an old man who already got kids, you ain't got to worry about it. Or you find a man who don't want kids, you don't have to worry about it. Older men usually already have kids and they done raising kids. So find somebody older who doesn't want kids themselves or who can't have kids. Usually men don't want kids anyway. The women usually brings that up. So to men, kids mean spending more money. So all right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I think somebody asked me about this wig, and I showed y'all earlier in the in the video about this wig. It's this one. I got this from a beauty supply shop. Y'all could probably go find it. Cloud9 Swiss lace wig, Brielle. And I think this is the color number 2. This is premium fiber, so it's not human hair. It's just a little wig I took off the shelf real quick in the beauty supply shop. You can use a curling iron on it up to 400 degrees. I guess that's pretty good. And these are the colors it may come in. I'm sorry. This is the hairline. It's like invisible hairline illusion. So, and it parts on different parts of the scalp, so you can do different hairstyles. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. How much was it? It was cheap, baby. You could afford it. I think it was less than 50. And it might be cheaper online because if I bought it at a store, it probably up the price. Is it okay to talk to a man who has 3 kids and lives with his mom? Goodbye. I'll see y'all later. Sprinkle, sprinkle.